The slaughter of children in the womb that's going on in our culture, thousands of them every day. And people are just going about their business like it's perfectly normal to commit genocide, you know? And so we gotta cry out for justice in the streets, you know? We gotta make a big deal about it. Yeah. We gotta bring it to people's awareness and educate them.
For sure. Yeah.
Are you a Christian?
Yeah, I'm Christian, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was interested in asking.
Yeah, so, like, do you go to a church?
Yeah.
Does your church do anything about this?
The Bible does speak about it, but I'm not even sure, like, the church, not really.
Okay. What church do you go to?
It's called Sacred Heart.
Sacred Heart. Where is it located?
It's in Spanish, honestly. It's in Aurora. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'd encourage you to like think about what you're gonna do for these kids, what you're gonna do to be a voice for the voiceless, and love your preborn neighbor as yourself. Proverbs 24:11 says, "Rescue those who are being taken away to death. Hold back those who are stumbling to the slaughter." That's a command from God. So we have a mandate to rescue these children, and it's not just like my special calling to be out here doing this. Like, what needs to happen is thousands of people doing this, because that's what the children need to change the culture. So it's no longer acceptable to educate millions of people, you know, so that people grow up in a culture in which this is constantly being protested. But people are growing up in a culture in which people are silent about this, and so they think it's fine. They think it's okay. Right, they conform to what the masses are doing. That's what humans do, you know? So there's small pockets of people around the nation, abolitionists and abolitionist societies, that are standing up for these children and refusing to compromise at putting an end to this. Like the abolitionists of slavery, we're the abolitionists of abortion. Yeah. So, like, how would you live your life if it was normal to take like 9-year-old kids inside killing facilities and tear their arms and legs off? And that was happening. Like a literal Holocaust is happening. Like, what would you do in that situation in which like the government protected that and people thought it was okay? You know? So like, you need to live your life the same way you would if born people were being slaughtered all over the place. You know, the same sense of urgency. When we act with less urgency for preborn children than we do for born children, we're discriminating, and that's sin. So, something to think about, you know? Like, this is something that demands your action. It's not something you can just stand by and be neutral about.
I think social media is the way. I mean, if you want to get your word out.
Social media is an awesome platform. It is. Like,
standing here, man, it's cold. You kind of ice up a little bit, you know?
Yeah. Like, there's all these people driving by who's seeing the signs. You know, they're like, and like, I have conversations with people out here, like, all the time. Yeah. And I have a YouTube channel, and I use that to like, educate people. And like, it's Matthew Wiersema. It's my name.
How do you spell it?
Wiersema. It's W-I-E-R-S-E-M-A.
W-I-E-R-S-M-A.
Yeah, you could look it up on your phone right now if you want. Yeah. But
I'm curious.
Yeah, you should check it out. There's tons of footage on there of like what this kind of work is like me, like debating different people and like preaching at different places. Would you like some literature? Some pamphlets we give to Christians? Because you have all these Christians who are basically ignoring this, you know, who are basically living lives of hypocrisy. They're not practicing pure and undefiled religion as described in the book of James in the Bible.
Thank you.
Like the book of James says that pure and undefiled religion before God the Father is to visit orphans and widows in their affliction and to keep oneself unstained from the world. And like, these are literal orphans, like children abandoned to death in affliction who need people to go out to the killing facilities like Planned Parenthood to speak up for them. Like, there's tons of different killing facilities in this area where you can go out there and you can stand on the perimeter and call out to them and preach to them and say, please don't murder your baby, we'll help you out. You know, there should be thousands of people out there when they're doing that. But instead there's just like a handful of people that might show up to one of these places. So like the neglect from the church is huge.
Would you say it was Matthew what?
Matthew Wiersema. Wiersema. You found it? Awesome.
Is it this one?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on there.
I appreciate you talking to us.
Yeah, thanks for talking.
Matthew? Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Get involved in the fight.
Well, have a safe
Yep.
night, man.
Thanks, you too.
Have a good one.
Thanks.